Alright, I'm on TCG player. I'm a new player. What do I want to get? There's so many packs. So many things. What do I know how to get? Tournament pack? OTS pack? So many structure decks. My gosh. Starter decks. There's so much to choose from. Alright, let's get the newest one. Rise of the Duelist. $700. 600. 73. 64. 50. 30. Gosh. My. Everything's so expensive. No, maybe it's just that set. Eternity Code? 500. 300. 60. 30. 50. Oh, that's not too bad. 12. Okay. 27. All right. What are these Astro packs? $200. 80. Wow, that's only 17. That's so sad. Why are these so expensive and these so cheap? What's an ultimate rare? I don't know what to do. Are you just like this person? Do you have absolutely no idea what to do when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, don't worry guys, I'm here to help you out through the process with the series, How to Get Back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Part 3, what do you buy? What's up Shiny Squad, and yes, that includes you, new person named Philip. Yes, even you who just joined the channel, who's never been here before, you are part of the Shiny Squad. My name is Momojiri, and I'm here to take you through the journey of trying to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know it's scary. If you felt with this person, you felt empathy for this person, then you know exactly how they feel. Trying to get back into a game, you know absolutely nothing about the game, and you want to get cards, you want to go to locals, you want to do so many things, you just want to practice at home. We have no idea what to get. Don't worry guys, I'm here to help you out through the process. And yes, if you go on TCG Player or any website selling Yu-Gi-Oh products, you see that there is more cards here than you can possibly count. They have everything, including from the first set, The Legend of Blue Eyes, all the way to the latest set of Rise of the Duelist. They have starter decks from the first Yugi and Joey and Kaiba starter decks to the latest starter decks. There's so many things to do, but you have no idea how to start. I'm here to help you guys out with my list of the top 5 products new Yu-Gi-Oh players should buy first and should really invest into. Now, if you're one of those people that know what kind of deck you want to buy the singles, go ahead. However, if you're like a majority of the people and you have absolutely no idea about the game, you don't know what kind of cards there are, and you just kind of want to get into it, you know, get some cards in your hand, put together some kind of deck and just play and learn the mechanics from scratch, let me take you through the top 5 product then you should buy first before you play. So, the first one we're going to go over is any set in the year that has the word duel in it. And we're talking about Duel Overload, Duel Devastators, Duel Power, anything else that has duel and anything after it. Not Rise of the Duelist, not Soul of the Duelist, but Duel Blank. Now these sets are wonderful for printing cards that are competitively viable. Now these cards are absolutely amazing at what they do. Now if you actually see, Infinite Permanence is in this one and Infinite Permanence is in that one, which means that it is a card that is so crucial in Yu-Gi-Oh! In the card game that they had to print it multiple times, but they also, what they love to do is short printing them. So I wouldn't buy these to go after the chase cards. I would buy them for the cards in it themselves, for whatever you can get your hands on. And they help a lot of different decks out. They help you get reprints of cards like Madoche Magellan, Tour Guide from the Underworld. Let's go to this one, Duel Devastators. They're all $30 every year, always. You can get Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogre. These cards are crucial to your deck. You need cards like this. Now, if you want to be competitive and you want to know more about how to stop your opponent, or if you want to just get the latest cards that are reprinted that have been really good in this past few years, These sets are amazing. And you see, they also have a bunch of hand traps. You'll learn what those are in future videos. But just keep it in mind what cards are in these sets. And the dual segment of reprint sets are really good. There's evenly matched over here. There's so many cards that will help out your deck. Now, this is a product if you want to get more competitive and you want more in-depth looks at what the meta has been like for the past year. Let's go on to number 4. Structure decks and starter decks. Structure decks if you want to get more competitive. Starter decks if you want to learn the mechanics that have just come out in the previous year, or more in-depth looks. Because a lot of the times they'll print several different starter decks, one every year for as long as this series has been around. I know the Codebreaker or the Link mechanic has been around for like 3 years or so, and they printed a starter deck every year. And these are great because they give you Link monsters. You don't have to go searching for them. They give you a great amount of staple cards: Monster Reborn, Mirror Force, Bottomless Trap Hole, Dark Hole. And they also give you cards for the certain theme that helps you summon out that mechanic the best. And this one is all about the Cybers archetype, and it's great. This helps you learn the basics of the newest mechanic. And you can also get the old ones to learn those old mechanics. Structure decks help you more competitively. These decks you buy 3 of, and you can actually take them to a tournament and see some success if you know what you're doing. And they also have plenty of staples like 1-for-1, MST, Field Barrier, Burning Abyss is a great card, or great cards. You have Pot of Desires. This is lean more towards people who want to get into the game, who don't really know what they're doing or what kind of deck to make. And you get 3 of these and you're able to do something with it. So you kind of know deck building 101. Structure decks and starter decks are great for people just getting into the game who want a more solidified kind of list of cards to get. Number 3. Most people wouldn't say this, but I suggest actually getting star packs. They have anywhere, I think, 3 to 5 cards in them, depending on the set. And yes, it doesn't seem like a lot, but the box is cheap. $45 for a box. I think there's 36 packs in it. And you get access to a lot of different themes. This star pack was the last one to come out, I believe. Arc V just has a bunch of Exceeds, Synchros, Raid Raptors. No, that's not the expensive one. We got Fluffles. You can make some pretty good decks. We have Pendulums in here, Fusions. This is X-Sabers. And this set is all about the recent anime and all the cards from there. So in the recent Arc V, so this is a long time ago, we got Exceeds, Fusions, all that good stuff. 6 Samurais, we got Constellars. And this set is really good to introduce you to a bunch of things that are in the anime and kind of make basic decks with them. We also have the Star Pack Vrans that have a bunch of Cybers cards. It has Trickstars, it has Link monsters, and I think it has Altergeist. Oh, plenty of Altergeist. Gokis. So yeah, these kind of packs really help you get into the game slowly, and you're able to open a lot of them for very cheaply. And this set is all about getting new players cards that are in various packs, various starter structure decks, and putting them all together so you guys can just get the packs and play with them. Number 2 on the list is actually going to be legendary collections of whatever year you're in. We have legendary collection Raw Yellow, legendary collection Yugi's World, legendary collection 5Ds, and all of these cards are basic upgrades to all the stuff that has been printed for certain types. Like 5Ds was all about synchro, so these have a bunch of cards that have good synchro reprints and a bunch of cards that help you out. And they have the Nordic gods, they have Red Dragon Archfiend, Stardust Dragon, Power Tool Dragon. You know, all the major cards that you'll see in the anime are in these sets. And I would suggest getting them if you want to build like Yusei's deck, if you want to build Jack's deck, Earthbound Immortal deck. It has a lot of cool reprints of cards that you wouldn't have seen play. And it also has a bunch of cool upgrades, like Kalut is an Ultra, Junk Synchron's a secret, Gladius the Midnight Sun is a Ultra, you got Stardust as an Ultra, Thought Real Archfiends as a secret, Blackwing Armor Mask has a secret. It has so many great cards that got upgrade boosts and are really easy to get. So I would suggest getting something like this so you can get introduced to the theme. And I believe the last one was Legendary Collection Kaiba, but that just had a bunch of Kaiba cards and a good reprint. It had Ash Blossom, it had Card of Demise, this first printing, and just a bunch of cool cards in that set. Now, before I go on to the last and my most favorite set to talk about for beginners, we're going to talk about two honorable mentions. First one is going to be the Speed Duel sets. Now, Speed Duel is kind of like Duel Links. Actually, it is Duel Links. You get, I believe, 5 cards in your hand, 3 cards on the field. It's a whole different format. You have to read the rules in the starter deck to actually get it. It's a more simplified version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just like Duel Links is. You have the same cards, but different mechanics every now and then. But Speed Duel prints a bunch of different cards. Like you have Match of the Millennium, which is Yugi versus Pegasus, has a bunch of Toon cards, and it has a bunch of Yugi's cards, his Dark Magicians and stuff like that, Spear Karibo. And it has upgrades like DD Crow. So there's a bunch of cool cards in the set. In this one, which is Merrick and Bakura, you have level monsters, lava monsters, a bunch of really cool old reprints of a bunch of old cards that might actually pique your interest to some old strategies. And a lot of these cards is really their first printing. Like Dark Prisoner, we've never gotten to TCG, but it's in Speed Duels, and you can use Speed Duel cards in regular duels. However, you can't use regular cards in Speed Duels, so remember that. And in this booster pack, Trials of the Kingdom, these are cards that were used in Battle City, I believe, and cards like that used by all the protagonists. Duelist Kingdom, Battle City, all those good things. And these sets reprint a bunch of old cards. It'll get you introduced to a bunch of different themes you really wouldn't have thought about, and doesn't really do anything like competitively, but if you're just starting out, it kind of helps you. Also, I want to talk about Battle of Legends. This one is a really cool set. However, and it's really cheap. It does introduce to you a bunch of reprints of cards that have seen play that people have really wanted to see reprinted because they're too expensive or no one has enough copies of them, which really bumps up the price. And gives us a bunch of OCG imports, cards we never have gotten from Japan that don't come out in regular booster sets. And I have this as an honorable mention because a good chunk of these cards are kind of hard to get. They're really once per case, and they do introduce you to a bunch of different themes. However, there isn't enough in there to really warrant me to tell you to buy this set as well. But the set that I really like talking about are the tins every year. Ever since 2014, they started doing these things called mega tins. And instead of just putting 5 packs in a tin from the latest booster sets, they now comprise all the sets from the past year, take cards out and put them in a set. So you can get different cards from different sets all in the same pack. And it's great. It reprints them in different rarities, and the past year gave us cards that everyone plays to this day. In the 2019 Gold Sarcophagus tin, you got Nibiru, the Primal Being, and Dark Ruler No More. You buy one tin and you pull either of those cards, you basically made half or more than half your money back for that tin, you know, if you're buying it at $20. Some people are selling for like $40, don't buy it. And these cards are really nostalgic. I mean, this one had the Egyptian god cards in them. It has a different form of Exodia. It has Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, Red Eyes Alternative Black Dragon, it has Raigeki, Monster Reborn. and it's just a really cool promo set. But also the Megatin itself, the packs you get, are really cool downgraded versions of what have been released in the previous year. Now, Borosword Dragon was a secret rare and was more than $40-50. Now you can get one for $17. So it reprints really hard to get cards, really expensive cards sometimes, and even upgrades them. Called by the Grave was a common in its set. You can now get a secret rare version if you really want to upgrade your deck. Danger Jackalope was a regular secret rare. Now they bumped it up to a prismatic secret rare. Some of these cards were ultras or commons or supers that bumped up in rarity. Sometimes they bump them down in rarity, like Cyber Dragon Zeger and Cyber Dragon Hertz were both ultras. And now Hertz is a super and Zeger is a prismatic. And Sky Striker Mobilize Engage, yes, it's banned, but that card was going towards $100. Now, if you get your hands on it and keep them for a few years, it might come off the ban list. It might be a good investment to hold on to. Or it'll never come off the ban list, probably get retrained later on. Who knows? However, this set is really good. The Megatins are amazing. I'm really looking forward to the Megatins of this past year, so I get a bunch of reprints of whatever cards are in. And sometimes, remember, they'll throw in sets that aren't major booster core sets. Like Sky Striker Mobilize Engage was part of Dark Saviors, was just a regular side set that had nothing to do with the 4 main boosters we get during the year. And they just throw them in. So this year, you never know what's going to happen with them. And I look forward to buying them this year. Please look forward to those pack openings at the end of the month. And it is just an amazing set altogether. It's great. So guys, I would recommend getting these. I would recommend all the sets I've talked about in this video for new and beginner players to get into the game, to kind of get their feels and their hands, you know, into the game and meeting, you know, everything all together. So guys, tell me if I missed anything in the comment section below for any sets that you feel that new players should get. If there's anything that I missed that you guys want to talk about, please tell me down below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch my comedy skits that I'm going to be doing every Monday, watch my other videos, my pack opening videos, and as always, I'll catch you later, Shining Squad. Peace!